Hey, don't mess up my mom's van.
What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck did I just watch? Fuck you. Fuck you. Ha ha! Imagination, yeah.
I suppose I actually need to start talking about Five Across the Eyes, but just take a look at it. Look at the quality of this shit. Sure looks like a 2006 film, doesn't it? Is this a fucking joke?
Well, why don't I do the rest of the review like this? That look good? Oh, I suppose I should also move the camera around too, huh? Make it a really hard to watch fucking joke. Is it not sad that I have to dumb down my quality to meet this movie?
We need to figure out where we are.
Hello, we're on the road.
Jimmy, how would you like a punch in the face?
Can you please take this because I can't find it? That's because it's not on there.
Give it to me. It's a small road. It's not going to be on a map like that.
Bullshit. Please watch your language.
You don't even know what road this is.
Stop talking! You know, I'd really love for these to be the open and kill people, but no! Welcome our main characters. If they aren't assaulting our ears with their inane banter, they're assaulting our ears with their whining and crying.
I think it would be best if we stop turning on these side roads and turn around and go back to the game and follow everyone else.
We're just going on this road to see where it ends up.
Wow, I can't believe you idiots got lost when you turned down random roads to see where they go.
And no, they aren't pleasure cruising, they're trying to get home. And very soon, in fact.
If we turn back now, there's no way I'm going to make it home by 11.
Yeah, and there's a chance you won't get home at all going down a road that you don't know where it goes.
Where were they going without ever knowing the way?
Nothing. I was told this way would be faster, and it's not. So next time, we're just going to ride with Melanie's dad. Or Steph, we'll ride with your mom.
Yeah, and I have to listen to Brian Adams the whole time.
Sure this way is going to get us home? All I know is that this is the road that the guy told me.
Guys, look, there's a point where the shaky cam thing gets a bit nauseous to look at, and you've already well past it, and we're only a couple minutes in.
But don't worry, it gets much worse as we go on.
This stupid thing is shot like a faux documentary, but it has no justification for doing so. This isn't like it's supposed to be shot from a point of view from one of these girls' cameras, though in real life I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of these girls' camera.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, there are apparently 3 mini DV cams. So 3 of the actresses brought their cameras.
So amazingly, it occurs to them to pull into a corner store for directions.
Hey, where are you going? Why not just visit the back?
Yeah, get used to them just kind of trailing off in their senses, and you can't hear the rest of it, but it doesn't really matter because it wouldn't really be interesting anyway.
Stop. Get off. Oh.
Yeah, if y'all need some alone time, we can go back inside. Hey, I'm not going back in there.
Learn what a joke is, you twit. Oh, come on, not the fucking driving away as someone tries to open the door. That's not a joke, it's an annoying waste of time.
Oh, damn, you just hit a car. Shit, no! God, no!
1. She needed to be told she hit a car. 2.
Why does this gotta happen to me?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run.
Damn it! Shit! Why did I do that? I gotta go back.
No, just keep going. You already screwed the pooch on doing the right thing.
Thank you for finally climbing aboard with the rest of us, Mel. Why do I listen to you guys?
I really can't stand to listen to the whining here, so let's just skip ahead to when that stops.
Oh, believe me, I really would like to just prematurely end this review.
Think about it this way. At least you got your first hit and run out of the way.
Yes, an important event for anyone who shouldn't be allowed behind the wheel. Well, after driving up the road a bit, they give up on the instructions they just got and decide to go back the way they came, because they hadn't wasted enough time before deciding to do that. And of course, they had to go to that store and bump into that vehicle, otherwise this whole awesome story wouldn't have happened. So that vehicle starts to follow them and flashes its brights, or bright as the case is.
Do you even have insurance information?
You could be getting my license plate number. Shit! You could be like a cop off duty. God, I'm so dead!
This is why you don't leave the scene of an accident.
How did he even know that we had a car? Oh, hello, he followed us from the store!
Shut up!
He's just waiting for us to leave, and now he's gonna come after us and disavow us!
Hey, that is the last time I'm gonna hear anything like that. You understand? Nobody in this car is getting whatever you said.
If you don't know what the word is, how can you get offended over it? Shut your fucking mouth! Okay, I can't stand this. They whine some more while they get followed and decide to turn off onto a dirt road because it's the stupidest option available.
Come on, clearly he's following us, but I'll drive back.
Ow, you hit me in the face!
It's a new low! A movie where the budget didn't even cover getting hit in the face!
No, and they promised me $5 anywhere. Oh, this is such BS because I can't do anything about it right now.
Well, you can start by shutting the hell up!
Now go tell her to shut up, she's scared.
God, just stop talking! Oh God, did you check my phone? Oh, I shouldn't have turned around. We gotta go back to the store!
Where are you going to turn around? Don't, what is that?
I swear to God!
I can't even make out what they're saying, and the camera work is making me nauseous. What the fuck is this?
The brilliant plan of the dirt road fails when it has a dead end, and then they get blocked in by this woman who runs out of her vehicle with a shotgun. If I seen that, I probably would have rammed them as they're getting out, but what do I know?
I will spray your brains all over the inside of this car! I will! Now crawl out of the seat! Crawl over the seat!
Oh, good. I can't even stand listening to her either. She just goes around yelling incoherently.
Don't lie to me, girl! I'll turn the whole family into a necrophilia! How dare you destroy my family!
What are you talking about?
Yes, you do!
From what I can understand from that, the woman's insane. Ta-da! That's the plot.
Take off your clothes!
Why?
I want to see what's so special about you!
I don't know. I just don't know.
So more annoying crying together with her annoying yelling, they strip, sort of. One of them pees on their clothes or something, and then for no damn reason the woman drives off.
Just go!
We'll go when she's ready. She's got all these strange feelings going on in her head right now. We need to be supportive and not rush her.
Yes, and we also want to wait around to see if the nice lady comes back to make us pee some more. Speaking of her, she was just waiting slightly up the road so she could chase them again. They discover an urn in the backseat of the driver girl's father, which is there for no discernible reason. You think a point is coming when they decide to throw things back at the vehicle, but no, instead one of them goes monkey style, shits in her hand, and flings it at her. So then the big drama in the van is the smell and her needing to wipe her hands, but while throwing out her wiping shirt...
Would you mind pulling over? Oh! God, I thought that was a sneeze!
Throw it out the window, you fucking idiot! You don't pull over while you're getting chased by a crazy woman with a gun that you just threw shit at!
Then they run into some bushes and try to uproot them or something, cause clearly driving back the way you came never makes sense to them. That of course gives Crazy time to catch up again, making them resort to actually driving on the road instead, but the urn gets spilt, resulting in extra whining.
They're freaking out my mouth. I think I ate some. Oh God, what if something happens? Oh, they're gonna be sick again. I can't see it. It's stupid writing. Do your best. Are you crying? Don't start crying. You can't cry right now.
They stop again, but between the screeches and the camera shaking, I don't know why, the woman runs out to try and get to their door again, and they hit her, I think.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna make sure she's...
For God's sakes, give us a break!
Oh no!
Yes, while you're actually getting away, why not stop and go back to the woman who might be back up by now with her shotgun? They think of taking Crazy's vehicle when the lights on it go out, and they realize the camera shaking didn't kill her, so they cover their van with branches, and most importantly, start scooping the ashes up off the floor back into the urn.
This looks like concrete. I'm serious. When my grandfather was cremated, his ashes look like dark gray crushed seashells, and this looks like concrete.
Oh, there's the reason for that urn being there. Nonsense dialogue which amounts to a what the fuck moment.
Cry, 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 whine, whine, whine. The bitch eventually finds the other bitches and chases them, but since that means something is actually happening, the camera sits in the van and waits for that nonsense to be over while going out of focus. One runs back and cries. Are you as amazed as I am? But she actually had to come back to put band-aids on, while her friends possibly are dying. And she also had to come back to see the camera continue to try and autofocus. So after 4 minutes of her doing nothing, she goes to try and siphon gas. I think, like everything, it's hard to tell. She might just got it out from the power of the movie sucking. But after that rare showing of something somewhat competent, she hides in the back and cries again. Well, Crazy comes and tortures one of the other girls. Apparently, it's not like we see that. We see this girl making a face and the camera tries another technique to make us sick. She then takes one of them and drives off while the rest are filing back to the van.
With some of them now injured and one kidnapped, this makes them launch their master plan. Whining and crying.
What is that?
Screwdriver rape. I suppose that's supposed to be funny. I am far, far, far from laughing.
They end up finding Bitch's vehicle stopped for blank reason. No, it's not of gas. She drives it again. And they find she drives around with dead bodies in the back, which makes them bend over while puke noises play.
This is so screwed up. I was just talking to Stephanie last night.
You were just talking to her like 10 minutes ago.
No, she called me last night.
What for?
Steve Klosky asked her on a date.
What? I never heard anything about this.
Wow, the stupidity and irrelevance of that is amazing.
And speaking of stupidity, while driving, the woman runs out at the vehicle again and... What the hell is going on here? Is she somehow in the vehicle hanging off the side? I don't get what's happening.
Oh shit! It's in my eyes! I can't see! It's burning!
And where did that blood come from to get in her eyes? It's apparently not hers, so I don't get that either. Anyway, Crazy finally shoots someone with that gun instead of constantly shooting it in the air, but is taken out when a crowbar is lightly tossed at her. Oh, cool. Now there's something about her baby dad to her yellings of nothing, so they run her the fuck over. Oh, wait, no, of course they don't do that. It makes sense.
Caroline! What? Bandages! Melanie, there are no more fucking bandages.
Oh, crap. If only she hadn't used all the bandages on her face, there would have been enough to fix that bullet wound. And oh look, Missing Girl almost gets hit while running head-on into their vehicle. Who the hell does that? And well, that resolves the kidnapping non-issue. Glad it was there.
We have to go. We're gonna go ahead. You have to get in the van. You have to go ahead. Oh my God.
Yeah, I suppose it's time for the Doctor Who clip of the doctor saying I don't want to go.
I don't want to go.
She apparently caught a little crazy off bitch. I wasn't aware insanity was contagious, so I'm glad this movie is good for that lesson at least.
How do we fix her?
Okay, we'll just keep taking this road and surely not up somewhere like a town. Somehow we're gonna get out of this.
Oh God, we gotta go! Go! We gotta go! She's coming!
Yes, get out of the van and run. I'm pretty sure that's faster.
What are you doing?
Turning around!
Of course you are. Why would you ever want to get somewhere?
What is that? It's a flat tire. Stop the van, we have to fix it. What about? Stop the van. If you don't, you'll ruin the tire.
Oh shit, the tire! Yeah, this is totally the time to worry about ruining the wheel.
Don't go out there, she'll get you. And if she gets you, she'll kill you. And if she kills you, you're dead.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, if you get killed, you're dead. Is that how it works these days?
Surprise of surprises, Crazy's able to catch up to them while they magically fix that tire without jacking the van up, and she magically grabs this girl as she passes. I guess she had her vehicle on silent. Anyway, she drops her, and when they go to get her, Crazy stops and makes a dash for the driver's side of their vehicle, which is of course unlocked as they couldn't predict she'd do this for the 17th time. The camera shakes and she attacks in some manner hard to make out most of the time, and of course half the girls just disappear instead of ganging up to take her out. Eventually, such a concept does dawn on them, but only after Crazy's had an opportunity to kill all of them. They then take turns stabbing her and start a little bonfire.
Is that the same store?
Did we just go in a big ass circle?
Yeah, amazingly, when you keep turning around and going back and forth, you don't end up somewhere new.
They then find Crazy killed the people at the store. We don't see that, of course, they just tell us. I guess she didn't have time to make them strip, let them go, and then chase them around for hours like the girls.
At least we know where we are now.
Yeah, lost.
Hey, don't mess up my mom's van.
Ha ha! No! Oh, yeah? Yeah? They all live, huh? These miserable, miserable girls who just damage your ears throughout this whole thing. They all live, huh? No! No! That's not the way this goes! Just this once, everybody dies!
And they never found their way home and died shortly after. The end.
5 across the eyes is an outright assault on your senses with the awful level of shaky cam, the constant crying and whining, and the amount this thing figuratively stinks. It actually started to make me think I was smelling something bad as I watched it as well. This piece of shit is actually physically painful to watch.
So move aside, automaton transfusion. You've been bested in shaky cam nausea, and also you had something that resembled a plot. 5 across the eyes sure doesn't.
Nothing happens. Girls in a van get attacked by a crazy lady. The end.
And someone must have thought, oh yeah, let's go for a Blair Witch style on this, but in that, it was shot that way because it was supposed to be from the character's camera. This was just shot in shaky cam nonsense for no damn reason. And no, it doesn't make your fucking steaming pile of no plot artistic to have the camera sit there and do nothing while the action happens over somewhere else.
This is so not a bad movie you can have fun watching. In fact, it feels wrong to even call this thing a movie. It's some home video these girls shot in their van, and the magic farce fairy came and passed it off as a movie. So you want to skip for this piece of shit? Really? Really? Well, this is all 5 across the eyes gets.
Oh no! Something's happening! Oh no! Incoherent writing! Where is she? I'm driving What key? I can't see anything.
Is she gone? Is she gone?
Oh no, she's not gone at all. Oh no, it's because we drove right to her again. Oh no, I'm supposed to be back by 6:30. It's too late. Let's go into focus on this. Oh, back into focus. No, oh no. Now it's a minute after 6:30.
Okay. The camera's upside down.
Shake the camera more. Go on and focus. She kills everyone and never gets caught because she's crazy. That's why she can just kill everyone, which is why she tells us to take her clothes off because, what the fuck?
If you get a mess in my car, I swear I'm gonna cry. Oh wait, I've been crying the whole movie. What fucking difference is it gonna make now? 5 across the eyes. It's just a terrible, terrible joke. I feel dumb for watching it. I feel dumb for making a review of it. It gave me a headache again. I can't. I just can't. What the hell is this crap? Doodly-doo, no games are set up. What the fuck is with that? Maybe it's because the movie is nothing. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo.